A lot of people have some kind of relationship with adoption, whether it be through family or friends or colleagues. Maybe you know someone who was adopted, or maybe you know someone who adopted a child. It is estimated that at least 6 in 10 Americans have a personal connection with adoption. For the sake of a definition, adoption is the process of legally taking a non-biological child as one's own. An estimated 120,000 children are adopted by U.S. citizens each year. Adoptions can be international or domestic. A domestic adoption is one from within the same country, while international adoption is adoption of a child from a different country. There are pros and cons to each type of adoption, so it really depends upon the family's situation and preference. International adoption may carry with it extra costs and legal issues, but that's not to say it isn't a good choice. For example, my younger brother Ryan is adopted from Russia.
Hey, introduce yourself.
I'm Ryan Frank, I'm 7 and I'm in 1st grade.
Okay, and Ryan, we adopted you. What does that mean?
I was born in Russia, I was not born in my mom's belly, I was born in my birth mom's belly, that my birth mom could not take care of me, so my mom and dad took me home, and I'm happy, and the birth mom's not my mom anymore, I'm happy that I live here now.
Additionally, adoptions can be open or closed. An open adoption is one in which the biological mother and the adoptive parents have communication with each other after the adoption process has been completed. This may include seeing the child in person, or it may simply be sending pictures and updates of the child to the biological mother. The relationship is established prior to finalizing the adoption. In contrast, a closed adoption is one in which the biological mother and the adoptive parents do not communicate. The child is recognized as the legal son or daughter of the adoptive parents, and the biological mother does not play a role in the child's life afterwards. Some people choose closed adoption for the following reasons: because they may feel it is safer for the child in the long run, or to prevent the biological mother from trying to take back the child, or to prevent emotional confusion for the child. Those interested in adopting span a wide range of situations and reasons. From gay couples to older adults, it offers hope for those who are looking to have a child but don't have the means available to have one naturally. Older adults may choose to adopt because they want to do something with their lives other than retire. If past the age of safe childbearing, adoption provides a great alternative. Singles may adopt because they want to have a child and do not have the means via a relationship. For infertile couples, adoption provides relief and is much less of a stress than the medical procedures done to attempt to conceive. Gay couples find adoption to be a great way to start a family. As many as 110,000 children are living in same-sex parent households, and research studies have shown that growing up with gay parents is not harmful and does not show any significant differences from those who grow up in heterosexual households. And of course, there are families who adopt in addition to having children of their own. My family is a great example of this, as my brother and I are natural-born children, while my brother Ryan is adopted.
To celebrate your adoption, there's a special day we celebrate. What's it called?
My Gotcha Day
And what day is it?
on February 11th.
And what does that mean? What do we do for it?
We usually get cupcakes and we get cards for me, and we get like presents for me.
And is it like almost like a second birthday but different? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha Day is an annual celebration of the day the adopted child came home officially with his or her adoptive parents. Although optional to celebrate, it is often celebrated similarly and in addition to the child's birthday. The purpose is to remind the child that the parents wanted the child and how much they continue to love them. While it has its critics, it is a personal choice whether or not to celebrate the child's Gotcha Day, just as it is a personal choice whether to tell the child about the adoption or to keep it a secret.
So Ryan, are you happy we adopted you?
Yes.
Why?
Because if I lived with someone else, I'll be kind of angry, kind of sad, kind of crazy.
Are you happy? Are you happy we adopted you and that you have the mommy and daddy and brother and sister that you do? And the dog?
Yes.
Do you love us all?
When it comes to adoption, there are many benefits for both the adoptive parents and for the child. I'll cover just a few. For infertile couples, adoption provides a relief to the stresses of infertility and in vitro fertilization procedures. These couples are ready to become parents, and adoption allows for that dream to become reality. For the adoptive parents, adoption creates a new aspect to bond the relationship and feel like they have a new purpose in life. For the child, the emotional and financial support provides new opportunities that the child lacks in foster care and orphanages. The family life that the child experiences is much more cohesive and supportive for growing up. The child also knows that he or she is loved and wanted by the parents. The child may have siblings in the family. And finally, the child has a much greater opportunity to get a good education and go to college.
What kind of things do you like to do?
I like playing with my dog. I like doing karate. I like doing dance. I like doing swimming. I like doing scouts. That's all.
Do you like school?
No.
But do you like your teacher?
Yes.
And do you like your classmates?
Kinda.
Are you happy you go to school with them?
Kinda.
But overall, are you happy
Yeah, right
with
now.
everything? With right now?
Yeah, right now, but when we go to school, I hate it.
But you think it's a pretty good thing overall?
Uh-huh.
All right. All right, that's all. You can say bye.
Bye!
So how can you help with adoption in order to help these kids? The most important first step is awareness. Being aware that there are so many children in need of homes and that they can be helped is an important part of this process. Considering adoption when starting a family is also a possibility. My brother was adopted when I was in middle school after my parents had already had 2 biological children. At some point, it could be a realistic option for you too. And finally, donating to an adoption organization is an easy way to help. Donations for adoption agencies provide funding for the agencies to spread awareness via social media, to host adoption events for the children and potential parents, to provide one-on-one help with adoptive families and parents, and more. By visiting these websites for these organizations, you can easily make a donation to help the children who are waiting to be placed with a family. Some great organizations include the following: the National Adoption Center, Adopt US Kids, National Council for Adoption, and for more information, check out my website at adoptionoption.weebly.com.